How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin. Today's topic, is going to be how to get out of the way of being used. How to get out of the way of being used. You know how Ayin does it? You ain't gonna even know that I'm gone. Because I ain't with that drama. I ain't with that bickering and arguing, all that contention. I'm not with that going back and forth. Look, we want some solutions. We want to come to some resolve. Hey, let's talk about it. And we're not going to talk about it 150 times either. Because at that point, we're just repeating the same thing, and it's another way of you getting what you want is this tension, because that's all that you know. I'm not going to go down that path with you. I'm getting ready to. That's what I'm getting ready to do. How to get out of the way, seriously, of being used is realize when you're being manipulated, guilted into. When I first thought about this topic, I thought about a few people, a few situations of things that happened around me. And I had gotten agitated. And I'm thinking to myself, I go, you know what? On these very situations, which these situations, that was redundant. The battle that's being fought is on their ground. We're not really fighting, but I'm just saying. The battle that's being fought is on their ground. And what I mean by it's on their ground is they're operating out of their convenience. It made me think. I'm like, hey, Ayin, what does convenient look like to you? See, sometimes you're so concerned with, and I'm not really going into people pleaser territory. I've talked about this in other videos. But sometimes when you really have a love for people and you're really looking out for their best interests and you're trying to make sure that when you're sharing that circle with them, they're comfortable and talking with you and dealing with you. You got some people where they have the same thing in mind, but for them as well. They're concerned with how comfortable they are as well. So you got two people thinking about one. Leaves you out in the cold. This makes it easy for you to be guilted into doing things, manipulated. And the two situations that I'm thinking of right offhand, it's more than that, but the two that have inspired this video and made me think about it, I go, you know what? The things they're doing, I'm not doing to them. They're conveniently living their life as they should, up off in the relationship, and yet questioning me on things that I don't really want to say could be done better, but I'm just going to say that they're really comfortable. Which that's good, because that's one of the things that we talk about on this channel is, being comfortable with your choices and who you are, and really seeing things up through your eyes. But one of the things that we also talk about is when you're sharing these spaces with other individuals, it's about them as well. It's a 50-50. Sometimes it'll be a little more, a little less. It's just the unwritten rule. It's a courtesy. It's an unwritten rule of courtesy between the two of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, however many you're interacting. That, hey, we're sharing this space together. One of the things that I had to do in regards to moving out the way, when I think about these two individuals, and now a third one is coming to mind, I'm thinking about the countless conversations that we've had where I've approached it with the utmost care, chosen my words carefully on laying things out on the table on how I may feel in regards to the way things are going up off in that relationship. Some people, not only do they not know how to receive criticism, the reason why I'm talking about criticism or constructive criticism is because they feel like they're being critiqued, but hey, you got a vested interest in the relationship as well. And I'm not talking about relationship like intimate. I'm just talking about just general interpersonal communication. That's what I'm referring to. But some people, they operate so conveniently for themselves, they're not thinking about you, And you have these conversations up for them. At the end of the day, because I'm using myself as the example, real world example that is, it was just best for me to move out the way. Hey, it's all about you. Go on, let it be all about you. You don't need me in on it as well. How do you do that, Ayn? How do you move out the way besides doing your funny little shtick at the beginning of the video of, you know, stepping off camera and whatnot? How do you actually really get out of the way of being used? Time management. I talk about that in my book as well, too. Okay, you don't do well playing with Ayn between 2 to 4. Well, guess what? You got a 1 to 2 time frame to deal with Ayn. Oh, you're still not accepting that? Okay, I only got 30 minutes. Can't? 15 minutes? Oh, what, we're going to have to do this through text? I'm not interested in continually building you up. Letting you just be here to hear yourself talk. I'm going to move out the way. I'm not going to be readily available for this. This is nonsense. That's how I move out the way. We tried talking about it. Your feelings were hurt. We tried talking about it. I seemed crazy in your eyes. You didn't know what I was talking about because you only see you. So you know what? Since you only see you, I'm going to move out the way. Don't you do the same thing? How many times have you been on the road driving and you're driving along and you see you see a driver that you're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe they swerve a little too hard, maybe to your lane, that they're in their lane, and you're just like, man, are they paying attention? Or they sleep? What's going on in the car? Okay, let me fall back. Let me fall back, or either let me, get over this other lane so I can go around. I want to get out of harm's way. I don't know what they're doing. It's the same way in life when you're dealing with people. We're all in our own lane. We do shift lanes from time to time. That's what human interaction is. I may go over that lane. You may come over to this lane. But this swerving mess, me not knowing where you're going for us to get in this collision, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm moving out the way. That's the topic of this video. That's how I move out the way. Remember, just because I'm doing something healthy for me, you may not deem it healthy. You may want to keep Ayn right there. Man, it's convenient having Ayn right there. Yeah, but you know what? What does convenience look like to Ayn? What does healthy look like to Ayn? What does being at peace look like to Ayn? Think about it. I have nothing further to add to this topic. Thus, I'll be closing out this video. I'm Ayn Kilimanjaro, that is. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. When I heightened up there, I didn't know if I was going to go into a tune or just when I said Ayn or going to the Kilimanjaro. I hadn't quite made up my mind yet. But y'all stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayn. You have a good one.